Sound check. Okay, a little low on that E. Howdy, I'm John from soonerJHtravels. I do mostly traveling, driving videos, traveling, camping, and stuff, and car shows. So, yeah, I subscribe to a lot of different people on YouTube, and one of the ones I've been following lately, he came out with a video that he got from somebody else. So actually, I'm doing this because of two other people. So I'm copying their idea of it, but they were having like their 10 favorite videos of 10 people, blah blah blah, this and that. Well, I'm just doing mine for a few people that I do watch that, you know, I think that they would appreciate getting extra views and stuff, you know. So let's go into it. I might as well start with that guy that gave me the idea. That's a vintage van life. Brian. He drives an old, I think it's a 80 or 90 model Dodge van. He calls it the War Wagon, and the thing is pretty stout. It was until he went to Reddington Pass, I think he's called it, in Arizona. He's close to Phoenix and Tucson down in Arizona. But he took that van up this road that was really rocky and bumpy, and apparently suffered some damage to the War Wagon, but I think it's fixed now. So thank God, because it's a good-looking old truck there. Good job, Brian. And check out Brian. He does some lives once in a while. He'll get a guitar out and start playing. But sounds good, man. Vintage van life, Brian. The next one, you can't leave Arizona without mentioning this guy. He's out there in Marana by the Ironwood National Monument. And Steve and his wife, they're very fortunate because they live like less than a mile from the front gate or from the middle of the monument, and it's beautiful. He's got an advantage over everybody because he knows every bit of that monument, that park, you know, and he knows all the good camping spaces everywhere. And if somebody mentions to him, "Hey, I'm stuck at so and so point out here," he could just say, "Where at? You know, what does it look like? This and that," and then he could go out there and find them, you know. So that's how good he is on knowing that place. So if you're not sub to him, then do it. Desert Adventures in Arizona with Steve. You won't regret that one. The next guy is a guy I really like. He's a former Army guy, retired now. It's called Dispersed Camper Man. His name is Mark. I don't remember. I don't know how old he is or when he retired and all that stuff, but he must have been doing good because he got a real nice pickup recently, an upgrade to the one he had before. That's bigger, has a bigger camper on the back, and he's always had motorcycles that he took with him on his trips out west and stuff. And I've been subscribed long enough where I've seen him go through 3 motorcycles, but I think this latest one is a 750. So instead of putting a rack on the bumper, he just went and bought a small utility trailer. So he puts his motorcycle in there, e-bike that he recently acquired, plus all his solar panels that he has those foldable solar panels, and he folds them up, puts them in there, batteries, generators, gasoline, spare stuff, everything he's got, he puts it in there and then carries that with him as part of the package. And it's pretty impressive the places that he finds to go camping. And the good thing about it is Mark will tell you not just exactly where the place is and how great of views it is and stuff, but he will tell you exactly how to get there. He'll take his motorcycle back to the turnoff on the front of the road, and he'll say, "This is how to get there," and lead you down the road to make sure that you can make it. And he'll also put the coordinates in there. Not a lot of people do that, you know. And I think that's part of his military training, because he just seems like he knows everything about the area. He has the coordinates, and he's very organized with his videos and stuff. I think that's part of the military in him. But anyway, Dispersed Camper Man, Mark, check him out. This next guy, I don't have no ties to him or nothing, but he's in Oklahoma also. But I think I believe he's in the east side of Oklahoma. I'm more or less in the middle, like in the Oklahoma City area. This guy's called Whiskey Dog Outdoors, and I can't remember his name offhand. I'd have to look through videos to find his name, but he's a pretty cool guy. He's been, I think he had like a 28-year career in law enforcement and stuff. So he knows a lot about self-defense and all that kind of stuff. I think he might even teach classes and stuff about self-defense. But him and his dog, he's got like a Australian Shepherd, and they go camping at all these campgrounds and stuff and cool places in Oklahoma. So if you want to go see parts of Oklahoma that you've never seen, go check out his channel. He camps out in his back of his pickup. He's got a real nice pickup also, but he just has not the big camper in the back, but just the topper is what you call it. Then he's got it fixed up real nice on the inside. So, and then he does, he'll go to places and he'll do, I don't know if he fishes it or not. He talks about it, I think. But he always cooks a meal and explains what he's cooking and stuff. And then he's got what he calls the Oklahoma two-step. The Oklahoma two-step. No, it's not the dance. He usually finds some local beer, a different kind of beer or something. Then he'll say, here's the Oklahoma two-steps. And he takes a drink of the beer. And then he usually has like a little flask that has, I don't know what's in it, whiskey, some kind of whiskey or something. He takes a shot of that and he goes, there it is, 1 and 2, Oklahoma two-step. That's something else. Whiskey Dog Outdoors. They'll keep you laughing. Good stuff. And then whenever you guys are out there camping and stuff, one of the main problems that you run into is you heard that there was a campground over here. You heard about this campground, that campground, but you don't know if it's any good. And how are you supposed to know, you know? Most people want to go out there boondocking and find a good place to camp, you know, where it's safe and it's allowed to be, you're allowed to be there and stuff. And boondocking is like out there and self-contained, you know, you don't need anything. You're just out there by yourself. But, you know, people don't know. So I think it's a good idea sometimes to get a campground, go stop at a campground, man. Nothing wrong with it. You can go recharge and go stay at a campground and pay up to $20 or whatever it is. You know, if you're older, you're a senior, you get a senior pass, and you get half price off. You know, and I'll give you an example. One of the examples is in New Mexico. There's a place called Valley of Fires Recreation Area. Not to be confused with the one up in Nevada, but this is a nice one. It's run by the BLM, and if you have the America the Beautiful Pass, you can get half off. So that puts it down to, if you get a site and it has electricity, water, they have flush toilets and hot showers and stuff, it'll only cost you $9. And you can't beat that, you know. There ain't nothing wrong with, after camping for a week or two somewhere, roughing it, then you want to go take a shower and stuff and go stay at this place a couple of days. Why not, man? Nothing wrong with it. And this place is pretty nice. You need to check it out. It's Valley of Fires. But another thing that I did, so I would know about these different camp spots and stuff, was I found these people on YouTube and I subbed to them. The first one I'm going to tell you about is, I've been following him recently. It's not been a whole, like over a year or anything, but he's called Campground Recon, and he does some good work. But his is mostly in Colorado. In Colorado, there's a lot of campgrounds, a lot of free places and stuff. But when you can't find one, you know, what do you do? And that's where he comes in handy. He's got a big old vault full of all kinds of campgrounds there in Colorado. Just check him out, you know. And he'll go inside the campground and go through the whole area and show you each site and show you how many restrooms and all the other kind of amenities they have, whether they have a covered area, a picnic table, a fire ring, and all that kind of stuff. And that was Campground Recon. And then the next one, I like this one. This is a couple, and I think it's the woman's channel, because the name of the channel is Robin T. and dash treehugger. Treehugger sounds like a woman channel anyway, but like I said, they're a married couple with a dog, and they travel around and go to all these different areas also, and they do the same thing, and they do, if they can, if it's possible within their day and the weather and stuff, they will take a walk around the whole park area and stuff to show you all the campsites and stuff, and that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to do, to be able to sit there and see, you know, because I think they haul a pool trailer, but a lot of these places are just too big for it, and so you know, they've learned that they could park somewhere and then they could walk around and look at the sites first, you know, before making a decision on where to camp. But yeah, check them out. They're pretty good. Robin T. Treehugger. And then the next one, I've been following him for a couple of years now, and I really like him. I think he just goes to like 4 different states. Well, his name is the High Desert Camper Tours. High Desert Camper Tours. And so that tells you where his places are. It's in the high desert. That's in New Mexico, Arizona, probably parts of Colorado and Utah, and I don't know about Idaho and stuff. But yeah, everywhere he shows the campgrounds are in the high desert. So that's pretty awesome also, right there, to do it like that. And then let's see, we got to throw a girl in there. How about this? We'll throw in a Cat Gregory. I don't know how many of you follow Cat Gregory, but she's a female that I've been following for, I don't know, it seems like 3 or 4 years now. When she first started out, she had an older model Chevy Silverado with a smaller camper on the back. I mean, it was one of those over cab type, but it was smaller, you know, because now everything pops out, has slides and all this kind of stuff. But she was doing okay with that, but then she, you know, I think her truck was breaking down slowly and all this stuff, but she always went to the most beautiful places to go camp and hike, and you need to watch some of her stuff. Plus, she is like a professional photographer, and she really is a great photographer, not just saying, I'm going to sell some of my paintings and pictures because I'm out here on the road. You know, she really has some great stuff that's worthy of publication and stuff. So yeah, check her work out, because her being a professional photographer, I think that went into her videos also, because her videos are edited and done real good, man. They're really great. The places that she goes, she captures the whole scene, you know. And she has a no bull attitude, no drama on her channel, you know, and she'll tell you what they're doing, and she'll tell you where they're going to hike to, where they're going to set up, what they're going to take for food and all that kind of stuff, and how long they're going to stay and when they're going to expect back, all that stuff. She lays it all on line, and then she goes out and does it. And she's gone to some great places, man. Check her out, Catherine Gregory. Catherine with a C. So, okay, so if you guys have liked this kind of video, then maybe we'll drop a couple of more in the future, you know. And, you know, I just went kind of random, you know, on it, you know, but I've got, like I said, I've got hundreds and hundreds of subs to all these other people, and I know that a lot of you, maybe you don't follow everyone that I follow, but, you know, there are a lot of them that we are mutual subs to, you know, so we could do that. And if you like this kind of video, let me know, and then we'll sit there and we'll drop a couple more. We maybe not be this long, but, you know, and just want to say thanks to all of you for supporting me and being my subs, because I love you all, man. We just hit over 1,400,000. Oh my God, that's incredible, you guys. Thanks a lot, man. I love you, man. Okay. Till next time. Bye, man.